côté pour continuer son lac à jouer. Moi, envie chanter.
Once again, the organized band. Bino, use good shampoo pour m'échapper de bad life. Use au resté, sac à chauffer. Me and my crew, she use stain the bush. Put my feet in the sand, forget flatbush. I mean, hey yo. Now let me take my breath in the West Indies. I'm already forget my vest, live the winter. For you fool, and yes, yo, you know, this is how we do. Peace out to all my peeps in Guyana. Best kisses go to all the girls coming from China. Sunrises, pour water on my body. I get the knapsack, put on the back, and I'm ready. Rap city, I leave my footprints in Times Square. I'm melty like media, and I feel the atmosphere. It's that cool chico that walk around the global. Got friends, even the popo know that Rafael Lorenzo.
D'autres styles, aucun bizarre palais. Démarrer chaîne, la laisser bœuf, la aller. Preview sans bail, qu'à tracer avec Shogun. Sans flanc, sans dos cool, cachailler tout le monde. Caribbean style, we got a profile. Avec en musique qui sortit, bon canal. Symbole de liberté, caminer, voyager. Avec les oiseaux voler, avec les poissons nager.
Non, faut pas partir. Non, non. Côté ça, maniatique. Yeah, si vous voulez partir, yeah, on se l'a mon ami.
On se l'a pour toute l'humanité, comment?
What is up? What do you do? Welcome to Club Shada episode 94. 94 episodes. Damn, that's crazy. That is crazy. This is it's as crazy as it is all sorts of amazing to know that, yeah, we started a little gathering of people almost a year ago in the middle of a pandemic, and now you are at episode 94. So as always, my thanks to all of you guys for sticking here and coming back every time and becoming my night family. Beautiful. I hope everybody is doing fine. I hope everybody is in good spirits. And I hope everybody is in good health. I'm okay. Sometimes I'm like, I feel tired, like if I run, but I'm not doing anything. So, and he only lasts not so long. So, I mean, this might be some after effects of COVID. I just make sure I, breathe well, take my zinc, do an inhalation of Vicks, just to make sure I'm okay. And and it's most of the time all I need to do is to go outside and breathe some fresh air, and then I'm fine. So it's just and it's funny because then after having COVID, you always think you're having it again. It's like you're like some kind of strange trauma, you're always like, but other than that, it's fine. I don't even know what I did this week. I think I just slept and watched TV, and created some art. So I mean, I did what I do. It's it was I can't remember what I did this week. I know I walked 12 kilometers in 2 times 6. And yeah, learned a lot of new things. Still didn't work on my album because I was busy doing other things like editing my highlights and working on some art that I'm going to talk to you about. I want to take probably tomorrow all day to polish every song that need to, like, so my system when I do albums, I put colors in the songs. Yellow, it means that it's just not at more than 20%. Orange means I'm working on it. Green means it's mixed, and blue means it came out. So it means I have a master and it's already out. So I need to have all 50 songs of this album green. And I probably have 10 songs that are like orange, but not orange because they're not done. Most of them are 80%, 85% done. Sometimes it's just some automation or maybe the mix to finish. Some of them, it's just those damn artists that are always saying, yo, I'm gonna record next week, and then for 6 months you don't hear from them other than to comment your funny things on your video. So what's gonna happen is that now I'm gonna start finishing every song, and every time I see a hole that's been left by an artist, I'm not gonna send a message. I'm just gonna either write something, I'm gonna send to somebody that I know is fast, and just close everything and yeah. So that's where I am with the album, and that's what I've been doing this week. And yeah, it feels like I've been just resting. But yeah, it's interesting. When you work as much as me, when you don't work like 24/7, you feel like you did nothing. But yeah, I got singles until the 26th of March already uploaded. So I guess I have some leeway. This show is brought to you. This show is brought to you by shadaware.com and the Gods of Good Fortune. And I want to extend my massive thank you to everybody that is new on this channel. We have reached 160,000 subscribers on this YouTube channel. So that's beautiful. That's great. And I want to say hi to all the new subscribers that are here. Oh, I don't know what this is saying down there, but you can see their names here. Lokose, Ro Spats, Mecca Harris, a normal name. Eddie Sauver, a normal name. Tira, Egypt, 5050 PRB, Abraham, Mano, etc., etc., etc. Thank you. Welcome to the Shada Gang. And make yourself at home. Make sure that you see there's more than 3,000 videos, maybe even 4,000 videos to watch. So go ahead and have fun. What it do, Bruno? I hope you're fine. I'm still waiting for this call. Mountain Yaba Inspiration. What up, King? How are you? I hope you're fine. Maman Dalia. Hello. Comment ça va? J'espère que ça va. What it do, CV Beats? How are you? Are you fine? I hope you're good. Michelle Rosamonte, what up, bro? You good? Malcolm Beats, you're gonna love what we're gonna talk about today. This might be interesting to you as well, because for all of us, it's an interesting revolution. Tatiana, how are you? How's the hat? Do you like it? Are you enjoying it? Joel, that's beautiful. This is a club shot, familial club shada. We are in between ourselves. That's what I like. So, yeah, massive big up to our stream royalty, Mike Phoenix, who blessed us with already $53 this month. And massive thanks to everybody that has their name right here. And yeah, how was your week? Let me know. Let me know in the comment. What did you do this week? I'm Malcolm and I have hey, nice. Malcolm and I have a new EP coming out in 2 days, in 48 hours, and it's gonna be called. It's like in 24 hours. It's at midnight Friday it comes out, so in 24 hours, and it's called Lavender Tulips. It's an EP, all 5 songs produced by Malcolm Beats, all 5 songs sung and written by me. I can't wait for you guys to hear the full songs. I know some of you heard the previews, but I can't wait for you to hear the full song. I feel like my logo is a little too small. I don't know why. Here. I feel if I could put it like, you see, from here, make it arrive like here, it would be better. I have to try this. I'm gonna try this after the show. Just a like, I mean, you don't need to have like a bunch of things clogging up your screen, but I don't know. Every time I look at it, I'm like, or maybe it's because I'm watching it on the small screen. Like, what do you think? I don't know. Maybe you guys are watching on the phone. You don't even care. But I have to watch on TV to see what I feel about it. Just saying. Oh, you get your second vaccine today. Nice. So now you have to wait another 10 days and you are now immune. That's lovely. That's cool. Here in Portugal, I don't even know. I think we probably passed the 1 million people vaccinated. So we still have 9 million to go, or at least 5-6, so that everybody that is is fragile from the virus can be at least sure to not do bad, complicated COVID. So, yeah. And apparently those who had it before, they say we have time. So they say, I mean, most people, I mean, some people have it 2 times, but most people had it once. Yeah, they have like a whole year. So me, I had it in July. Was it July? Yeah, it was in July. So août, septembre, octobre, novembre, décembre, janvier, février, mars. Yeah, like another 1 month of. It's not like that. It's not that you are immune, but you have the antibodies, and so it depends from one person to another. So who knows? But yeah. So for now, that's what they say. So, you know, yeah. I don't know if it's me, but you seem out of focus. I think I am in focus. I think it's you. I don't have my glasses. Let me see. Yeah, I'm in focus. I am. You need glasses, cousin. What I did with this camera, because the autofocus is so powerful, I made sure that I remove a little bit of the sharpness, because it was too sharp and it was making my face look too much details, and I prefer like this. So I believe that I'm in focus, but just let's see what everybody else thinks. Hey Nadia, how are you? Me too. I hope everybody's doing well. So yeah, let's talk about the world. This something that nobody could escape, but I escaped it a bit. Was Prince. I mean, I don't even know if they not royals anymore, so they just decided to leave monarchy. But it's Meghan and Harry. So everybody has been talking about this, especially the Americans. Everybody's all about this, and I mean, French media is also talking about it. For real, I just didn't watch the interview. It's not that I was not interested. I was just into something else. I don't know what to think about it. So I mean, the thing is, I would reserve my judgment. I would reserve my judgment. I would reserve my judgment, my opinion, after watching after watching their interview with Oprah, or the extract. But from the get-go of this relationship, if I can just have an opinion about it, because I mean, you know, relationship between two people is not the relationship between the whole world. See what I mean? So I guess the way I see it is that I would put 3 different opinions that are possible. And all in all, they go together. And you have to look at, first of all, the trauma of Harry. His mom was a rebel. And she yeah, she didn't want to. She didn't want to do with all all the protocol of monarchy, and she felt very sad being a princess because she wanted to leave, and yeah, and it feels like she was. I wouldn't say that she was not loved, but yeah, it seems like she didn't feel loved by this family, and you know, it's like in every family, you can be a royal or a politician family, or son of daughter of somebody that's famous. If you have like 4 or 5 brothers and sisters, you could have everybody intelligent, everybody dumb. You could have 5 intelligent and 1 dumb. Like, it depends. You can have 1 crazy, you can have 1 weak, 1 strong. It depends. It's genetics. And so everybody's making a case of this, like if it's something crazy, but it's, if you remove the fact that they are rich and royals, they're just people, and people have their, you know, shortcomings, and everybody's like judging them like if their life were perfect and their families were perfect. None of us have perfect families. So this to me is the premise of the thing. When it comes to Harry, I believe that his mother was a rebel, and she died when he was young, and this really affected her, and probably has some, I wouldn't say a revenge to take against the crown, but some resentment, probably. He still loves his family and stuff, but maybe he feels that the fact that she was a royal was the reason for her demise. Maybe, I don't know. I'm not in his head, but it might be one feeling, and he's number 2 after his brother and after their father. So he doesn't think he will be king ever, for whatever reason, unless there's something happens. So his brother is gonna be the king, and so he's always been like when you have you are a few in a family, and the parents sometimes they put all the responsibilities on the shoulder of one kid, and the others, they are less, and then when I think of me, for example, my parents put all the pressure of succeeding at school, university, and all these places on me. And like, I could not go out, I could not do this, I could not do that. I had to have marks over the, not medium, over that, not here, there. And when I had there, they were like, you could have this. So I always lived this. But then my little brother, Tattoo, they were super like easy with him. When he was like, I don't want to go to school, they were asking him please. And he was like, leave me alone. And I was like, what? Me? This could not even come out of my mouth with my parents saying, leave me alone. Or this on my programmation doesn't permit me to talk like this to my parents. And from all of us, everybody's gonna talk differently to the parents. And you have those who are spoiled, those who feel like they work hard, and then kind of you work hard to deserve the praise from your parents. And then you see your siblings, some of them, they have like, not the praise, but they get spoiled more than you, and they work less than you. And it really depends from one one kid to another and one parent to another. And I believe that, yeah, like you will treat all your kids differently because they all have different personalities, and you will adapt to these personalities. And yourself, all the pressure you put on the first one, you might not put on the second one because maybe you learn that it's not going to change anything or whatever, or you're tired, who knows. But I remember feeling that pressure to be the best at everything, to finish the first at everything, and to always have great marks. And at 14, I would not even dream of going out to a party and stuff like this. And I remember when my sister got like 14, and she was growing up in Kinshasa. So of course it was 10, 15 years later. And I called him like, yeah, where's Tanya? And there's like, oh, she's at a surprise party. She's at a party, afternoon party. I'm like, but wait, it's 9 p.m. Yeah. It's like, wait, the parents let her go out and she's not back at 9 p.m., but she's 14. And everybody's like, yeah. And I'm like, yo, at 18, I was still asking if I could go out. So I really believe that your parents will differently put pressure on who they believe. And I mean, whatever is the reason, and maybe you just feel away, but they're treating everybody the same, but you believe that you have a different treatment, who knows? Or maybe they just adapt. If you have one kid that is very calm and one kid that is crazy, you will, and the calm one knows how to handle himself in every situation. They might not, it's not care, the word that I'm looking for, but they might not be scared of whatever you would do as if you were the crazy one. So you might feel like, oh, they don't care about me. No, they know that you're fine. So they don't do as much for you than they would do for the crazy one that they have to look for all the time, and maybe they're tired. So because all kids have different personalities, the trajectories are different, and the way the parents put their hopes or the pressure on each kid is different. And so me, I know how I felt about those things, but let alone imagining if, oh, thanks a lot, Mad Music. Thank you so much for supporting the Club Shada. You are $40 from becoming the stream royalty. What was I saying? And hi, what it do, bro? What it do, all these boys? So, when I think about me growing up, son of two famous parents, my dad, big politician, my mother, famous as well, and how we were in France, and listen, my grades had to be a minimum 16 on 20, minimum. And when I had that, there was like, yeah, it could have been 18. And yeah, I was working. I mean, I was not working hard. I didn't feel like, oh my God, I'm oppressed. No, I was fairly good at school, normal. I was doing great grades. But I didn't see the same pressure from my other brothers and sisters. So maybe because we grew up, my sister grew up in Kinshasa, because then my parents, when they got to a certain age, my parents went back to Kinshasa. So we had the older ones were in Paris and the younger ones were in Kinshasa. And then they came back to finish their higher studies. When we came early in Paris. I was 7 when I came to Paris. But from my experience, I really felt like I was really the one that they put there, and I mean, who knows what the other feels? I never asked them. And if I look, I cannot do a comparison. It's not the same thing. But when I see like Prince Harry and Prince William, they make me think of me and my brother, for example. It's not the same thing, but yeah, my brother was a little more crazy, a little more reckless, a little more, you know, making parties at home, or not really caring about like school or what the parents would say if you do something crazy. And me, I was more, yeah, like the respect of the parents comes over everything, and always be careful, not wanting to do things, being, you know, being careful about our name, what people say, etc. Where mama light all of a sudden. And yeah, you know, when you look at Prince William and Prince Harry was always in the tabloids for shit. It always was doing something and was always doing crazy stuff. Where William was always the pretty boy, the heir to the throne, the one that is always clean, always this, always that. And of course, yeah, he ended up finding a girl that was exactly what the kingdom wants. And William went to find some light skin. I mean, they say black, but come on, like she's what, 20% black. I mean, it's not a question of thing, but like people are talking like if she's like, to me, she's more American and I believe that the problems. I didn't watch their interviews. I continue to say that, so I don't know if what they talk really about. Like I didn't even look at what people are saying about the interviews, but from what I saw here and there, it feels like there was a question of racism. She felt the racism. She felt this. She felt that. She felt that the tabloids were onto her more than they were onto Kate, the wife of William, for example. This is completely possible. It's true that at a point they were always talking about her, and they were talking about all the things that she was, all her exigence, and like of the fact that she was a hard person to handle, and she was not accepting all the rules. And I haven't seen their interview yet, but here's my takeaway from just commenting. I think that there's one thing that is sure, is that she's an American. She's an American. She divorced before. She has family problems. I really don't know her personally. I know that she was an actress, and that's all I know. I don't know if she's a problematic person, or if she's a manipulative person, or if she's, I don't know, all that. I know that she comes from the US, from Compton, apparently. And then, yeah, she started dating a prince, and the prince decided to marry her. So there's a clash of cultures here. And I know that every American black blog is now going crazy about racism, because they love it. Like, you tell them the word racism, they are all jumping here and there. I mean, I believe that it is more a question of difference of cultures. And maybe there's also racism, but the way I'm looking at it from very far, it feels like it's really a question of, you arrive somewhere where there's a protocol, there's a way to handle yourself, there's a way to do things, there's a big administrative nightmare about when you want to do things, and it feels like she arrived there And she was like, oh, hell no, now. And people were like, well, you married the prince. You married the prince, and this is how it happens in the royalty. And maybe because he's a rebel as well, and in a way, he still feels a way about what happened to his mother, and it's normal. It feels like he went along with her. And of course, you love your wife. Of course, you're gonna protect her, and you're gonna, if she feels a way about what you've been used to your whole life, you might, like, if you know, the tabloids in the UK are special, right? And if you've been famous your whole life, so he was famous since he was born, right? She was famous as well, but in the US. And it's not the same fame. And being famous because you're an actress, and being famous because you are the son of the grandson of the Queen of England, and one of the heir to the throne, it's not the same fame. And UK and the US is not the same thing. And France is different, Portugal is different, Congo is different as well. And if I could again go back to how I could clash in cultures with some people at some point, it took me a lot of time to understand that I was not the same as people. Because for a long time, I was like, hey, I'm the same as everybody. I'm like, we are all humans, etc. But there's a difference when we were performing, singing, and at the end of the show, some were going back to the ghetto or the French, les cités, like we say, the suburbs. And me, I was going back to the rich neighborhoods. And I didn't have to pay my rent until I was 26. It's different when, and you don't really realize it until you start dating or having friends that are not acting right in front of your parents. For example, when you start bringing like friends that come from the hip hop and they have the hip hop mentality, they see your house. First of all, they're like, whoa, the ceiling is high. This apartment is huge. How you have 3 living rooms, 2 kitchens. What is this? And then you're going to see that some of them will know how to act in front of your parents. And you don't have to say nothing. They will be very polite always. And some mothers will act because they don't have the education that you have. And then you're going to be like, hey, how is this guy acting in front of my parents? Or how is this guy talking in front of my parents? And something tells me that, and again, I cannot judge somebody that I don't know. And I don't know her. I don't know her story. I don't know nothing about her other than she's the wife of is it Prince Harry now or ex-Prince Harry? I don't know. But something tells me that she arrived in the monarchy and she didn't accept the rules that were there before she arrives. Something tells me. I can completely be wrong, so I'm just giving my opinion from up there. Feels like, yeah, you arrived somewhere and you came with your American, feminism and this and that, and nobody tells me what to do because I'm my own whatever. And if you marry a prince, you marry a prince. So you marry the prince and the monarchy. Now, if there's racism and all this, okay, this is different. But yeah, I still have to watch the interview. I don't know if I'm gonna watch it. I don't know if I have the patience to watch this. So maybe I'll watch some snippets and see what it's all about. But everybody's talking about it. I'm gonna give you my opinion, as not about the whole thing, but about me as the kid of famous parents. Sorry. In everything I do, and in everything my family does, my wife does, my kids do, and anything that I have that I come near, I make sure that I respect my family name, that I respect my father and my mother and their name, because in my country it's a big name. And that's why, thank God, you don't find me in sex tapes, you don't find me in things, you don't find me in a strange bar licking strangers' titties. You don't see me in scandals. And when anything happens that, because things happen, life happens, right? You cannot control everything. But whenever something happens in my life, I always make sure that nobody, if it's not something public, it doesn't become public. Any problem I have, anything that happens that isn't like in the music industry, like I've seen so many things, but there's a lot of things that I didn't make public, because to me, the respect of my family comes here, and whatever happens in my life comes here. And there's so many things that I could go to start creating big scandals and just thinking of my parents and my family name and what I carry with me. I was like, okay, let me find a different way to handle the situations. Let me find different ways to fuck the people who fucked me. Let me find different ways to arrange situations, because I want to keep the name of my parents clean. And to me, that's the only takeaway I have. And it's me from my point of view. It's possible that Harry, with his point of view, he has a different way, because maybe his relationship with his family is already strange, or maybe he's, you can love your family, but you can be like, these fuckers, like they didn't defend my mom, they didn't do this, they didn't do that, or they prefer the image to what we really go through. It's completely possible that he sees it in a different way. Personally, I will always defend the image of my family as much as I can for whatever thing like this. So if I met a woman and it didn't go well with my mom and my family, my brothers and sister, because she didn't want to understand how it works here, how it works when she comes to the Bantu royal blood, I would probably let her go. Happened before. Like, when there's a clash of culture, you have to really realize that, if the girl you like is too ghetto, it's not gonna sit well with your family. And those are things that you have to be able to anticipate for the future. But that's me. And me, if I put myself in their family, I would probably be William. It's possible that if to take an analogy with my brother or one of my cousins, I have some cousins. They find some girls, and these girls are scandalous, and I'm like, yo, what about the family? Like, don't you do you forget who we are? Oh, fuck that. I love her. Okay. And a few years later, oh, she ruined my life. And I don't know if, you know what I mean? And I mean, you know, sometimes if you want to change things, you might want to sacrifice yourself and just decide to, you know, you might decide to decide that, yeah, this life, fuck this life. I prefer being, I got my heritage, I got 40 million, it's enough. I'm gonna go live out there and I'm fine. And yeah, you know, it's special, you know. I've never been a royal, so you know. But hey, I grew up with Mobutu kids. I grew up with sons of kings of Saudi Arabia and those type of people in the type of school that I went to. And I was watching some, yeah, you know. I remember once I'm in school and I think we were 17. And there was this guy, his mom was from the royal French family. So the royals in French, I mean, they don't have any titles anymore, but the royal line, they still exist. And this guy was direct lineage from the French ex-royal family. And one day his mom arrived, and his mom was she was Comtesse. So Comtesse, what is Comtesse? Is it Dukes or Count? Yeah, she was the Countess of something in France. So his name was something Alexander, I think, de something. And so yeah, I knew he used to tell me, yeah, me, I'm from that line, whatever. So you know, me and my mom, he was always telling me that because his mom is from the royal family, in their family, they so in French it's not like in English. For in France, in English you say you. So if you talk to your mom or you talk to somebody you don't know, you will say you. Hey, you will do this. But in French we have tu for somebody that's familiar, and when you talk to somebody that you don't know or somebody that you have a certain respect for, you will say vous, which is you add the respect on things. So if you say are you kidding me? Yeah, maybe Duchess Michelle. If you say are you kidding me to your friend or to somebody you don't know in English, you would still say are you kidding me, right? In French, if it's a friend of yours or your family, your mom or somebody that you close with, you will say tu te fous de moi ou tu rigoles. And if it's somebody that you don't know, you would say vous rigolez, because you're using the vous to show respect. And he was telling me that in his family, they use vouvoiement, which is they talk themselves. He even talks to his parents saying vous. Comment allez-vous, maman? Because yeah, she's a duchess and they have this protocol. And I was like, what? You don't say tu to your mom? I was like, no. With my mom, I say vous. So I was like, wow, okay. There's a level of, you know, royalty. Okay. And once his mom came to pick him up at school, and the way he talked to his mom, like, I was looking at him, the guy was talking to his mom like if it was, yeah, he's homie. But at the same time, using vous. And I remember that his mom said something like, oh, you need to go to the dentist. And his mom was also using vouvoiement with him. So she was talking like, oh, Alexandre, vous allez faire, and he was like, no, maman, vous. I was like, okay, that's strange. But then his mom said something, and he didn't agree about it, and he said, oh, maman, vous foutez de ma gueule. So, like, this expression, se fout de la gueule, it was like, yeah, you're kidding me, mom, or you're fucking with me, mom. But he used the form, but at the same time, he's still saying, he's still talking like, and me, I was like, I cannot even talk to, at least I'm 47. I can talk to my mom like this. I was, and I look at him like, because to me, he was about to get slapped, and the mom was, yeah, she didn't care. And I was like, what the hell is wrong with these kids? How they talk to their parents? And yeah, you know, and it's funny because I have 7 brothers and sisters, and we are all different, and we all respect our parents, but everybody has their own levels, and everybody decide for whatever reason how they would interact with their parents, and what level they put on respect on how they talk. And some of my sisters, they're more like me. Some others, they're more like my brothers. Like, everybody's respectful, but some are more like, yeah, they're okay to talk about whatever they want to talk. Me, I choose my subject with my parents. There's a lot of things that I'm like, yeah, like, you know, and it's funny. So that's my take on their thing. Listen, I don't know what the grief he has with his family, but I would have, I mean, hey, I'm not in his place, but to me, because of my way of my priorities, I'm kind of shocked. Shocked is a big word, but I don't think I would go do an interview and and put my family, the royal family, under the bus. I would protect the family first, then I would have those problems in behind closed doors. And yeah, listen, if she would be like, oh, the tableau is hard to talk about me, I would be like, hey, listen, yeah, we are the royal family, this is England, that's how it is. And yeah, either you're gonna have to be understand it or not. It's like every time I had a girlfriend, yeah, I was like, hey, listen, I'm famous, my parents are famous, my name is big in my country, and it's not you don't come and change that. You don't come and say, oh, no, listen, either you deal with it or either next, because the stain that the stain that he's putting on his royal family, and for maybe for a lot of people, they don't care because they don't respect this, or we are in societies where people don't respect religions anymore, they don't respect royal blood anymore. Listen, that's not how I was raised, and it doesn't sit well with me. And listen, everybody has their, like, I didn't go through what he went through. He lost his mom because of all this, so maybe he has and his brother has a different point of view on this, and maybe him is like, oh, fuck that, I love my wife, and whoever is trying to be against my wife is against me. But if I was from the royal family, I would protect the crown first, and I would try to find a way, hopefully, that works where they make my wife comfortable, and I would also tell her, hey, we are royals. We are not people. We are royals. And because we are royals, some things are not the same. And either you accept that, either you don't. I remember that I was at the shopping center 6 years ago. And it was just when my wife Instagram started blowing up, and she was like around 100,000 followers. And we just went to the shopping center to buy something quick. And me, I always have glasses ready in case I'm tired or whatever, and somebody wants to do a photo. And one woman came with her daughter, and the daughter wanted to do a photo with my wife. And because my wife was she wasn't jogging, she was not ready for a photo. She said, "Oh, I'm sorry, I can't." And then she was like, "Oh, I don't want to do photos." I was like, "This is fame, baby. That's fame. Like, sometimes you don't want to do photos, and yeah, sometimes you're gonna say no because if you don't feel like it, you have the right to. But you have to be ready for when people want an autograph, when people want a photo, when strangers will talk to you, strangers will tell you they love you. Like, that's fame." And because she was new to this, she told the girl, "I'm so sorry, like, maybe another time." And then the mom of the daughter was like 14, and she was a little disappointed. And the mom was like, "Oh, but just one photo." And I was like, "No, she just came out to, women. Like, she just came out to buy something quick. She's in pajamas, whatever. She doesn't want to have a photo like this on the internet." And then the mom was like, "So, and would you do a photo?" And I was, yeah, of course. Me, I'm always ready. Took out my sunglasses. Put my sunglasses. I have my photo face. Took some photos of the girl. Talked to her. Blah 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 blah. I think my wife followed her on Instagram, and she said, "Oh, I want to be like you. I want to do photos as well." And they followed each other, and she was like, "Oh, maybe next time we meet, I will be ready." And the girl was like, "Oh, no, don't worry, it's okay." But after that, I had a conversation with my wife. I was like, when you are, I've been famous all my life, so I understand that. But when you are in this comes with that. And she was like, "Yeah, but I'm not doing this for that." I was like, "Yeah, I know, but this is fame. Like, when you do something great, you become famous. And when you become famous, people will have different reactions with you, and you have to also accept that you are now a different person, and that anywhere you go, people might know you, recognize you, and might come and talk to you. And if you are an antisocial like she is, it doesn't sit well with her. She's like, but I want to be left alone. Like, people can just like my photos, but I don't want to be their friends. I don't want to do photos." I was like, it's not how it works. And so now it's been 7 years. Now she's more used to it. But in the beginning, so imagine if you were born in royalty and your mom was a rebel, and that's all you knew. I think William understands the implications of everything, and Harry kind of like his mom is like, "I don't care." He feels that they are disrespecting his wife because she says she's sad, and You choose your wife, it's normal. I mean, it's a dilemma, and I'm not saying I would choose my family all the time. When you love somebody, you love somebody. I believe this is a mistake because of the way I think, but I still can understand. And now it's just me. I don't know. I'm like, I don't trust her. Like, I don't know her, so I could be completely wrong, but I don't know. There's like, I cannot say why, but it feels like, you know, she just arrived somewhere and she just decide that, yeah, this is okay, new rules, you know. And nah, it's royalty. It's now no new rules. And I see all the black people in the US behind her, and all the feminists, and and yeah, because once you pronounce the word racism, the conversation is not possible anymore. And she might be a victim, but you can also pretend you are. In these days and age, if you pronounce some words, there's no conversation anymore, and everybody makes a whole fuss about it. And listen, I mean, if my grandmother was the queen, I would think twice about doing interviews with Oprah and those people who are, you know, they will try to angle it in a certain way. You see what I mean? And yeah, it doesn't sit well with me, just because of I'm so far from his position, but I understand his position. I grew up with people in this position. I grew up with people who were sons of presidents, sons of emperors, sons of kings. I know sons of kings and queens, sons of presidents, sons of famous people. I grew up my whole life around these people. Myself, I'm one of them. And in whatever you do, there's the implication of your whole family and your name. And I know that I always cared about that, but I've also grew up with people who didn't care. They were more like, I hate this. I want to do what I want to do. I want to be da 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 da. I want to smoke weed. I want to fuck with who I want to fuck. I want to have babies. I was like, man. Your name is. The problem is, you know, sometimes it's funny, and to end up with this, because that's not what I'm about tonight. You know, when sometimes I write a tweet. I tweet something about Congo, about whatever, anything. And then there's a lot of retweets. Everybody's talking about my tweet. And then my cousin, who grew up exactly like me and who's more in politics than me, sends me sometimes a text and says, remove this tweet. And he doesn't even need to explain to me why. But then I look at my tweet again. I think about my dad, my parents, my uncles. I think about politics. I think about all. And then I'm like, oh yeah, remove tweet. Because I'm not just, some famous Kizomba singer. I'm also the son of my father. I also represent the heir to something that was passed on, and in my system, I have to respect that. And those who grew up with me, like Joel, like Mountain, can understand it. Other people who grew up in Europe, or those who grew up in the US, now they're gonna be like, no, feminism first, racism first, this first, that first. Listen, like, I don't know if I yeah. I mean, that's my take on it. It doesn't mean that I'm judging them. I completely understand that how they could feel. There's still a little voice in my head. I'm like, yo, come on, like, yeah, he's the Prince of England. What did you think? Like, you know, and I mean, maybe this is the non-popular opinion because everybody was like, no, they have to change. They have to do this. That. Like, come on. You are the Prince of England. Yeah, listen, your girl is your girl. So you love who you love, but you might love somebody that's problematic. And you have also to be able to understand that. And you have to find a way to make it work. If you really want to be with that person, you have to find a way to make it work. You know, she have to get along with people, and she has to be, you know, she has to understand also where she's getting into. If not, yeah, you leave. Like, okay, no, listen, it's too much. Listen, you know, at that time, I hated it, but it happened to me. I had this girl. Actually, she sent me a message today. I had this girl. I was really into her like 15 years ago. I was, oh my God. Like, I was like, oh, this, I really wanted to be with this girl. She was exactly my type of girl. She was great. She was fun, intelligent, like smart, with great conversations. And at a point, you know, I'm trying my move. I'm like, you know, we went to the movies and stuff. After the movies, the rest of dinner, like, I want to stay home. No, and I'm like, you know, hey, like, and she's like, okay, you know what? I'm gonna tell you straight. Like, let's not just jump here and there. Let me tell you exactly how I feel. I'm like, yeah. And she was like, you are a perfect guy. You are intelligent, you're smart, you have everything that I want as a girl. Everything you have. And I was like, but? And she was like, but you are an artist, you're a singer. And I was like, and? Oh no, me, I don't do singers. I was like, so wait, if I'm a singer, you're gonna put me in a box with everybody? Oh no. And I mean, it's like, so what, you think I'm not faithful? You think I'm this, da, da, da? And she was like, listen, I don't know if you are, I don't know if you're not, but I want to sleep at night. And yeah, you travel, like you take a plane every week, you go here, you go there. I don't know what you do. It's not like, I can't. And I felt like injustice, because I knew that if I was with her, I would be faithful. And I know that when I'm with somebody, I can go around the world and, like, I don't care about the girls. Like, I had all the girls that I want before being famous. So I don't even sing to be famous. I sing because I sing. And I tried to explain to her, and she was like, listen, would you, and she asked me a question. She was like, you have a lot of friends that are strippers, right? I said, yeah, I have friends of all walks of life. And she was like, okay, would you be comfortable being with a stripper? And I was like, maybe not, because of all these implications that I think about. Like, if you were a stripper, like, then you think about your parents. I was like, and even me, like, I was like, no, maybe I'm too positive for that. And she was like, okay, listen, so you cannot be with a stripper? And I was like, no. And she was like, well, for me, it's like if you were a stripper. And I was like, disgusted. But I understand what she meant. And today we are great friends. We still, you know, we talk all the time. We are friends, and we're both married now. So, but at that moment, I was like, what the hell she means, you know? But I think that she took the decision because she knew for her, or for whatever reason, it was not okay. And something tells me that, you know, I mean, love is love. You fall in love with who you fall in love. but you have to think about all the implication when you are a prince. So maybe he doesn't care because he's like, he thinks he's never gonna be king, but you never know. Like, if you see in designated survivor, you know that anything can happen. If you in the succession line, you have to hold a certain stature, and yeah, you might be like, oh, fuck all that. Like his mom said fuck all that. So I mean, this is the direct son of his mom, and like my mom says, he had a revenge to take. So yeah, I mean, that's interesting. We'll see. I cannot I don't have a clear point of view on that, but yeah, it's interesting. I'm so different from my siblings that when I tell people that I'm their siblings, no one believes. Yeah, you see, I think we all have some traits that are the same, but we all are a little different from each other, even in our colors, because my mom is half Portuguese and my dad and half Congolese, and my dad is Congolese. Some of us are more are darker shades. Some of us are lighter shades. Some of us are like me, have a hard hair. Some of us have Indian hair, and then we have different shape, size. We not like all look the same. And we all have very different personalities. She said that they were worried about how dark the baby would be. That's a little stupid because she's super light skinned, but I mean, it's possible. And they didn't teach her the anthem of England, and she had to research. Yeah, okay. So different cultures, different background. Yeah. Okay, they still are dukes. Kaysha, knowing your background, your family, and the position held in Zaire and Congo today, by just choosing the career you chose, makes you somewhat of a rebel. I say in one of my songs, in my third album, I say in one of my songs, this is my life story. I put a hand grenade of who I really are. For a long time, I would not say a rebel, but for a long time I felt like, yeah, the stature that I had with me was preventing me from singing, because if my father didn't give me the permission to sing, I would have never pursued my career. Because my respect for my parents is like that. I would sometimes, I remember when I was 14, 15, and they were like seeing that I was going in, they would tell me like, yo, this is just a hobby. This will never be your job. And I would be like, no, but this is what I love to do. And my dad would be like, nope, this is a hobby. So you're going to finish school, you're going to finish your study, you finish economics, and then whatever. And I would cry. And then, I would look myself in the mirror and I would go back to sleep. And until it's one of my auntie who was the ambassador, and she convinced my father. She said, hey, you love artists, you are friends with artists, you've been sponsoring so many artists. Like, if your son wants to sing, let him sing. And yeah, we did a pact. As long as you do your studies, you can sing. And 98, I exploded. And yeah, ever since then, I not only I never asked any money from my parents, so of course they saw that I'm independent, but also when my father would go meet presidents, he would hear my music and they would be like, oh yeah, you're the father of Kaysha. And then so he started really like being proud. And at a point, once I did the interview on CNN and I won 3 Cora Awards. I mean, at the first Cora Awards, I got interviewed by CNN. I was on Inside Africa, a whole segment about me, and I was established as Kaysha, the legendary whatever. Now my father was proud about it. So, and it's been years now. So it's, but I understand the point of view of my dad, because he came from nothing and he became, you know, and when you are there, you don't want your kids to fuck all the work you did for them, because you want them to be, you know, you want to build houses, and you want them to you want to give them the studies that you could not have, and like, or you had to work hard to go, you know, because in the African and the Bantu and the Libinza families, sometimes the family will put all the weight and all they will push one kid, so that if this kid become good and he succeeds in life, the whole family is succeeding in life. So, you know, it's I would say that when you grow up like this and you have nothing and then you have everything, you don't want your kids to end up having nothing because they chose to become singers when you did everything for them and you put them in school out there and now they want to rap. So I understand the point of view, and but it turned out well. So does it make me a rebel? I guess I am. In Portuguese that says, yeah, in French too, do not wash your laundry in public. Yeah, like there's a lot of like, I don't know what are his conversation with his brothers, but like you're gonna stop talking to your whole family, and something that is distracting me is that sometimes everything brightens up and then goes back, and I don't know if it's because of the lights that are changing or if it's the camera that has a setting that is, oh, the ISO is changing. That's why. Okay, I have to fix that. Okay, I'll fix that for the next episode. I see exactly what's happening. The ISO is on automatic, so it goes up and down where it should stay at 125 all the time, like this. But sometimes it just goes up. Okay, I got it. I don't know why it making. Wait, what is making the ISO go up? Is it the light? Yeah. See, there it's going up because it's trying to. Okay, maybe I touched something without knowing. I know what's going on. Cool. What was I saying? Yeah, it's not only that don't watch your you don't do your laundry in public. It's also like your family is fucking Buckingham Palace, like, and you know what it feels like. I mean, love is love. I understand you sacrifice a lot of things for love, but I'm sure that his brother went through all these things with girlfriends and whatever, but his brother's like, yeah, we are. But from the beginning, he was always like the rebel one, you know, and his brother was more the, yeah, you know. So, I mean, but at the same time, I understand that if you believe that your family, okay, now it says ISO 400, I have to fix that. Anyway, if your family is, if you have the feeling that your whole family is against your girl, yeah, you might want to be at it with your family. But hey, I don't know. I mean, I don't know her. I don't know about the culture clash, but I don't know. I don't. I would. I won't. I don't know none of them, but I don't know. Something tells me that she's not that innocent. It's just this. It's a feeling, and I could be completely wrong. And if I'm wrong, I'm sorry. But yeah, it feels like, you wanna go in some places and like come on, like, and like if all these problems are possible, but it's the royal family, so all these can be fixed with the queen. You go see your grandma and sit down, and like all these can be fixed at a dinner with the family. Like, no family is perfect. No family. My family is not is my family not perfect. Like like everybody, you can have fights, you can have this, you can have that, and some things have to be handled between brothers and sisters, or in family reunions. Not with Oprah for the whole world to talk about it, and then now you're here, and then all this victimization and all this, like, you decided to quit being a royal. Quit being a royal and don't talk about it. Leave them alone like they leave you alone, and move on. That's really here what is my problem. It feels like in these years of, and everybody's telling her, everybody's like, yeah. Me, I'm like, like, yeah, like, you are doing something that is now affecting a whole country, because it's the royal family, and it feels like you are, yeah, because all the feminists and all the woke people are like, yeah, no, yeah, and like, come on, like, I mean, somebody could make a very bad joke about the color of the baby. Everybody know that this baby was about to be white. When you look at the baby, you like, see what I mean? But hey, listen, there's also some things, like, that the King of Monaco, he had a baby with a girl from Cameroon, and you never see that baby, So I understand that there's a lot of bullshit going on, but when you live inside the bullshit, you also have to understand that you live in the public eye, and you have to assume that. Oh man, you have to. I don't know. I'm nobody to say you have to. So, yeah, you got to do what you got to do. I came here to talk about NFTs, and I'm here. They had a king abdicate the throne for an American, so nothing new. Yep. Indeed. This one is not even their hair, so he could not care less. That's exactly what I'm saying. I'm not sure what they expect to gain with this interview. They could just have live on their own lives. That's exactly how I feel about that. And like, yeah, just, you up. If you choose to get married to someone, you'd better get used to the in-laws. Indeed. Completely agree. Okay, ISO 160, that's the one I want to lock. Listen, this thing is messing with my nerves. Let me just fix this thing, because There you go. Now the ISO is not automatic anymore. What happened with the autofocus? New camera. Okay, now it's okay. I don't know if you ever even realized what was going on, but it was going bright and not, and okay, now it's fixed. I removed the automatic ISO and I put it to 160. That's exactly how I want the light to be. Perfect. She wanted peace. Yeah. I don't know. Like, it feels like she wants revenge. I don't know. Count is the right title between Baron and Duke. Yeah, they are. I think they are Duchess now. But yeah, they were talking about my story earlier. I think they can give them the title of Duke. Yeah. Hi, Heather. I hope you're good. What up, Distant? I hope you're fine. All right. Before we goes on, I wanna give my condolences to the family of Ahmed Bakayoko, the Prime Minister from Ivory Coast, who passed away. And he was a great friend of my father. He was also a friend of mine. I used to perform in a club that he owned, that called l'Alizé, and I saw him last time, I think a year ago or so, or 2 years ago in Lisbon. A great guy. Another, Africa loses another great person, and he will be missed. And que la terre te soit légère, mon frère. Let's talk about. You do have a crazy job these days. Trust me. I hope you get vaccinated soon. I want to have if you continue wanting to talk about the royals, maybe I should watch the interview before giving all these opinions, because I really don't know what they're complaining about. It's just, to me, it's just the we don't care. We don't care that, like, and if you don't care and you decided to give up your titles and move on. And when people ask questions, be discreet and protect the queen. But that's just me. I could understand that some people might feel differently. And listen, I've been in situation where I've been stolen money, I've been threatened, and a lot of things. And I was just like, okay, I'll protect. It's not even a question of name. I was just like, okay, I'll protect the whole business. I'll protect the company. And with the years, I was like, I should have fucked everybody. But I guess it's in my education. I completely respect the fact that some people might think completely differently. So I want to talk to you about NFTs. And I don't know who is familiar with NFTs. But I believe that NFTs could do a lot for artists in general, but mainly for a lot of artists in underdeveloped countries. So first I have to explain to you, what is NFT? So maybe I have to find a definition because I have no idea what is an NFT. Now, I mean, I know what it is, but I wanna read something clear so I don't say something stupid. So NFT means non-fungible token. So it has to do with cryptocurrency. All right, you ready to learn some things? It has to do with crypto. It has to do with cryptocurrencies, but it has to do with the blockchain. So the blockchain technology, I think I explained before what the blockchain technology is. The blockchain technology permits people to have a decentralized way to create documents, currencies, and other things that are not falsifiable, and because the blockchain technology, every block is decentralized, which means that they are not. It's not like, when something is centralized, for example, the government controls the dollar, the printing of the dollar, the value of the dollar. All this is centralized in the United States. But for example, Bitcoin is not centralized, and the different blocks, that's what we call a blockchain. The different blocks are in different computers all around the world. And so maybe we should do a whole episode about, so I'm just gonna leave this for now. But on the blockchain, you have the possibility to create cryptocurrencies. And those cryptocurrencies, they are impossible to decrypt for now because of the blockchain. Like, let's say I send money from I want to send 1 Bitcoin to Bruno. When I send him a Bitcoin, the transaction will be marked on the ledger, which is in the blockchain, and it will say, okay, Kaysha send 1 Bitcoin to Bruno. And then every block of the chain will also mark it. And this is how it's not possible to, and everybody will verify and accept the transaction. And that's when the money is sent. And this is a way to completely, it's not possible to come and hack it and etc. That's how the blockchain works in a very bad explanation of what a blockchain is. But it's not just about cryptocurrencies. In the with the blockchain, you can also create whole ecosystems. And Ethereum is another cryptocurrency. It's the second cryptocurrencies after the blockchain, after the Bitcoin. And the Ethereum is not just a cryptocurrency, it's also a whole ecosystem where you can develop applications on the blockchain. So see it as you can have applications on your computer. You can have applications like, for example, YouTube that work on as an app in your phone, but also as a website. But on the website, you are using an app when you go to YouTube from Chrome or from Safari. And inside of the blockchain, you can also create apps that give them the functionality of the smart contracts that you create on the blockchain are more secure, because once you create the contract and it becomes a token, you cannot come and change it anymore unless everybody in the blockchain agrees. And this is how it creates very secure applications. So I'm gonna have somebody, a guest, come and give us a better explanation than mine, because I understand exactly what it is, but I didn't prepare myself to have a long explanation about it. But what a non-fungible token is, so let me read you the definition. Yay. So what a an NFT is a non-fungible token. It's a cryptographic asset on the blockchain with unique identification codes and metadata that distinguish them from each other. Unlike cryptocurrencies, they cannot be traded or exchanged at equivalency. This differs from fungible tokens like cryptocurrencies, which are identical to each other and therefore can be used as a medium for commercial transaction. So the difference between NFT and FT, I guess, a cryptocurrency like Bitcoin, Ethereum, XRP, Cardano, all of them are fungible tokens, which means that you have a dollar, you can create a lot of dollars. You see what I mean? You can reduce the definition. A cryptocurrency is like, you can decide, for example, there's 10 million Bitcoins, and then people can exchange and they go a value, etc. And you can exchange like, oh look, I have 100 Bitcoins. I'm sending you 100. I'm sending you 10, and then you're sending them to everybody. Whatever. This is a currency. A non-fungible token is a smart contract that you can create. So you create a token from inside of the blockchain, and this becomes a unique asset. So for example, or you can create it in a limited run. So for example, this is a unique asset, right? So you create this and you make it an NFT by saying you associate this to a token, and it becomes its own asset, which is encrypted inside of the blockchain. And for everybody, this will be the only one. And now, so you can represent real world item. For example, I can decide that I can associate this with a contract, and now then I can sell it or I can give it a value. But I can also do it with digital art, or you can do it for example, let's say you want to sell your house. You can do a digital contract in the future. I guess this is where we are going, but you can create a contract for almost anything. And what is interesting about NFTs in what we are talking about is that so I will leave a link, of course, in the description to something to read about it, so that you guys can really understand what it's all about. But what is interesting is what is exploding right now with NFTs is the sector of art. Because when it comes to art, you had the physical art. So let's say La Joconde, for example. Everybody know that there's only one Joconde, and it's probably in the Louvre. And you have this painting from Gauguin, this picture from Michelangelo, those ones like that. There's pieces of art, and what makes the value of these pieces of art is in the auctions, the exchange that people with money or will decide that they are ready to buy this art. So I'll buy it for 10, me I'll buy it for 20, me I'll buy it for 50, okay, I'll put 100, or me I'll put 1,000, etc. And this is what defines the price of the artwork. So La Joconde probably is worth, I don't even know how much La Joconde is worth, but it must be a lot of money. And anybody can do a copy, right, of La Joconde. Anybody. So like, if you forget that the whole definition that I gave you about what is a NFT, think of it is now in my own simple terms. La Joconde, it's an artwork that you can go see in a museum, and everybody know that there's only one painting of the original, and it is super protected, and it's there. it lives inside of the museum. And if you try to steal it, you might, there must be a bunch of alarm on it, right? Now, you can go to any good painter, like a good painter who trained all his life, can do you a copy and paint you a real copy that will look exactly like the original. But it will not be the original. And the reason why those who know which one is the original know is because, they have carbon 14. They have like ways to know exactly which one is the original, because they know where it is. But you can buy a copy for $10, or you can buy you can go to the museum and take a photo of it, and you can print your photo and put it in your wall. But this will not be the original. It will be a copy, and everybody knows that it's a copy. Same thing for a dollar bill. Let's say you have a dollar bill. I don't have one right here, but let's say this is a dollar bill and it's worth $1. If you go and you scan this and you print it on a piece of paper, you cannot buy nothing with it because everybody know that the other one is a fake one. And there's some ways to make sure that the real one is a real one and the fake one is a fake one. But all this is based on trust. On the blockchain is different. If you take, so for a long time, digital art, so let's say, you create a painting in a program, or you do art with Photoshop and you put it online, anybody can go and download your art. And for a long time, it didn't have any value because it was hard to create a marketplace for something that is digital, because anybody can copy it, anybody can download it, anybody can do 1 million copies of your art. What the NFT does, it creates a smart contract that is associated with your art. And what happens with this is that because of this smart contract, your work now can have an origin, and it's all in the blockchain. And it's hard, and like your name will go with this art, and now you can have people and you can create a marketplace, meaning that you can say, okay, I did this digital art and I'm uploading it to my wallet on Ethereum, and I create a smart contract that goes with this art. And now let's say there's one copy of this drawing. Anybody can still watch it. Anybody can still download it. Anybody can do whatever, but only one person owns it. And what is important is not the fact that you have the file on your computer. What is important is who owns the contract. And the person who owns the smart contract, and so who's the owner of the art, can sell it, can keep it, or can claim he has the original. And we go back to the example of La Joconde. Anybody can say, I got La Joconde at home. And you can have a fake one that is really well done. Anybody can have fake paintings at home, but only the people who have their ways to making sure which one is the real one will know if you have the real one or not. And on the blockchain is different. When you click on one piece of art that is tokenized, all the information about who created it and who owns it is there. So I don't know if you're still following me. It is very interesting. Okay. Is it like each NFT is unique. If you own one, no one else can have the same. So it's like art places, and the more complex your NFT is, the more value it has. The value doesn't come from the complexity. The value comes, welcome back, Vautier, or Louis. What is your name? Vautier or Louis? I guess it's Louis. What makes the value is just like in art. What makes the value of an artwork is the people. Look, what makes the value of $10? What makes the value of $10 is the trust that people have in a piece of paper. We could decide that now this becomes the value of exchange. And if I want to buy some cookies, I give this. But if I give this, nobody will accept it because it's just a piece of paper. If I give $1, it's still a piece of paper, but everybody accepted that it is worth $1, and from $1 you can have this. And it's with art, what makes the value of a painting that I do and what makes the value of La Joconde? It's just a paper with somebody painting something on it. But what makes the value is the different people around the ages and years who were like, oh my God, this is major art. This is beautiful. Oh, this is La Joconde. Oh, this is unique. But it's just a painting of a woman. But it's the people who decide that La Joconde is valuable to humanity. And the museums and every rich person that says, I want to own that painting, I will pay 1 million to own this. And yeah, I can lend it to the museum for 6 months. And you can rent it to show it to the people. And the people come and they say, oh my God, La Joconde, the real one. Yes, the real one. But everybody has listen, I can go online. I can go online now and type La Joconde. Okay, that was not what I was trying to do. La Joconde. Mona Lisa, a painting by Leonardo da Vinci. So if I type images, look, there's a bunch of them, right? So I can go here and I can type tools, size, I want a large one. And I'm gonna have a high quality version, right? And I can save this image and I can keep it in my computer, right? So this image that I have downloaded has no value, right? Because it's just, yeah, a photo or digitization of, see, look, he's a policeman, ex-policeman. He repainted La Joconde. And there's a lot of versions. There's a lot of people who repainted La Joconde. It's a major artwork of our times, right? It's been like 500 years already that this is being created in 1503. I don't even know how much La Joconde is worth. Let me see if I can find something. It's in the Musée Louvre, Legacy frame, blah, 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 blah. Wait. How much is Mona Lisa worth? 100 million. Damn. Permanent display on the Louvre, Paris, the Mona Lisa was assessed at 100 million in 62. So today it is worth 850 million. Yo. That's crazy. So it is worth that price because every time some people are exchanging the painting, you have professionals and people who are in the art industry that are saying, oh yeah, like listen, and then you go to auctions and you go to Christie's and you say, hey, I will buy this for 500 million because I want to have it, I want to own it. So you buy the ownership. Once you buy the ownership, everybody know because of the law, because of what you signed, that it is now yours. And then next time you want to sell it, you go back to auction, and the starting price is 500 because it's the price you start, and then people are fighting to get it because it's major art, and then maybe somebody buys it for 1 million and now it is worth 1 million, and now it goes here and then it goes to a museum or whatever, and then owners go from etc, etc. But what is interesting about the blockchain is that if I create a piece of artwork, right, and I put it online on a website, I create a gallery where people can buy my art. Why would somebody buy my art if they can just download it? Well, it's the same thing as La Joconde. With an NFT, your art becomes a crypto coin, a crypto token. It just becomes associated with its own crypto token. That's what it's called. You call it non-fungible token. It becomes an NFT, and now you can sell your art on different websites. And I'm gonna show you. You can sell your art, and you can decide how many copies exist, and those copies are inside of the blockchain of the Ethereum blockchain or other cryptocurrencies. But so the copy of it, just like La Joconde, can still exist here and there, but the ownership is inside of the blockchain and nobody can steal the ownership for you. So what is worth something is the ownership. It's not it's the art itself, but just like anything, what is worth something is the ownership. Because other than that, if you don't own something, yeah, listen, I can show you my AirPods. There they are. But you don't own them, so you're just watching them. Now, if I buy them, I own them. And it's the same thing here. Because you can create NFTs of your own artwork, and it can be a digital painting, it can be a picture, it can be a little movie, it can be music. Once you put it in the blockchain, it now has the name of who created it and the name of who owns it, and every transaction of every time it was sold and bought, everything is part of the blockchain. And the artwork comes with all this information. And this is, my friends, amazing. And I'm going to tell you why. Who's a guru? Thanks, Joel. Hi, Future Soundbeat. I'm a big fan of Leonardo da Vinci, and the Mona Lisa is not just a painting masterpiece, it is a piece of history. Yes. So, now let's imagine you are painting the next Mona Lisa right now on your computer, and you upload it to the internet. As an artist, how are you going to make money? You don't. Because you need to be exposed in a real art gallery, etc., etc., etc. But the people who are in the cryptocurrencies and the crypto world, they invented a whole system where you can upload your art, have it connected to a token, and then now it lives inside of your wallet. And once you have a wallet, you can put all your work there, and you can sell anything for $1, $10, $100, $1,000, $1 million, and people can buy and sell in the marketplace. And everybody accepts that the value of the art lies on the blockchain. And this is how NFT were born. So, and so why am I interested in NFTs? Let's for a second, before I show you NFTs in action, let's for a second imagine, for those of you who've been to Africa, on the side of the streets, you have some amazing artists. They do amazing paintings, and they sell them for $20, $10, $5. You have those amazing masks, those amazing piece of artwork, of wood, of iron, of malachite, and all these that are, those people sell for almost nothing because they just use their talent to survive. Imagine if you are a painter in a village in Lubumbashi, not far from Lubumbashi, in the south of Congo, and or in Dar es Salaam or wherever, in Mumbai, and you do amazing paintings, amazing paintings. You create your painting, and once you're done with your painting, I'm coming, Louis, I'm coming. You do this amazing painting, right? Or you have these amazing songs as well. It can be any file. But let's say you are there in Africa and you have no money. You live with $1 per day, like a lot of them, and you create this amazing piece of art. And usually, you go, you find some tourists. Those tourists, they look at your art. They're like, wow, this guy has so much talent. Oh, how much you have of these? Oh, I got this, I got this, I got this, I got this. Oh, wow. You got like, okay, how much do you sell those? Oh, I sell them for 20 each. And now they start telling you, oh, I'll buy it. I'll buy 20 at 10. And you're like, yeah, but they're worth 20. Yeah, but I'll buy 20 at 10. I'll give you 200 now. And that's how you get fucked. Because those people, they buy your 20 pieces of art. They put it in their bag. They go back to Brussels or Paris or Lisbon or New York. They put your thing on a frame. They expose it in their galleries, and they say, yeah, this is from a great artist in Congo, and they invent a story. And other rich guys that live in Europe or in the US, they're like, oh my God, this is art from Congo. Oh my God, can we touch? No, you can touch. But you can buy it for $500. 500? Oh yeah, look, we should buy it and put it in our living room. And boom, they put in the living room an artwork that is worth $500. And let's say that this work is going well, and like, let's say it becomes very popular, and all the Europeans, they come to the gallery and they're like, yo, the art from you guys, let me invent a fake name, Mukongo, the art from the Mukongo artist is amazing, we want more. Yeah, but you know, this is an artist, like it's very rare, and he's very busy, and you know he's in Africa and da. Yeah, but can you bring him? Can you do an exposition of his work? And now the guys are like, oh my God. So what they do? They're like, okay, everybody want their art. Okay, listen, we sold all our 20 paintings at 500 each, but next time we go to Africa, we'll bring some more. And everybody's like, yeah, when do you bring some more? Give us a month. So what they do, they go back, they fly back to Lubumbashi. They look for you now. Where's the guy? Now they take your number, they find you, they take your number, or they go to the market. Hey, where's the guy who sold me? Hey, you know who sells these? Oh yeah, that's Mukongo. Yeah. Or maybe it's not the real name, but yeah. Oh, okay. And they go and say, listen, we want to buy some paintings. Can you do 20 paintings for us? Yeah, but how much you gonna pay me? Oh, don't worry. We'll pay you 50 per painting. We'll give you $1,000 if you can have 20 paintings for us. And $1,000? Oh my God, that's more than I'm making a whole year. Yeah, we'll give you $1,000. And the guy's like, he paints, he sees what he has, and he creates beautiful art for them. What they do, they take all the art again, they take his number so they can commission again. They can say, hey, we come back in a month, prepare stuff for us, we'll buy for $1,000 again. And now they have all their clients in New York in their big art gallery, and they say, hey, we're gonna have a Mukongo exposition, but this time it's gonna be an auction. Since everybody wants a Mukongo art, you're gonna have to decide who has more money buys it. So let's start with this one. We have 20 art pieces of. So today, let's start with this one that had blah 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 blah. They tell a story. Starting price is 5,000. And now you have a look. Oh, 5,050, 5,005, 7,000 adjugé, sold. This one is da 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 in the river of da da da, boom boom boom, and maybe they make, I don't know, 1 million or 100,000 in sales from the work that they bought for 1,000. And this happens every day in Africa. Now, let's say, and guess what? This is also how the Mona Lisa got to Paris. Leonardo da Vinci was invited to live in France. When he died, Joconde became part of the king's assert, who passed it on to France. Yep. That's also how what our dear cousin Syndica was fighting against when he was trying to get all our art from Congo that was stolen by the colons back to Congo. So, now you're going to be there in Africa making work for 1,000 euros, and for you it's amazing, right? But then you're going to have people who understand that some people who love art are willing to pay the work for it. Today, if you are Mukongo, it means back in Lingala. If you are this artist Mukongo, you can open an account on the blockchain. You can open your own account in the blockchain, and in this account, once you create your account in the blockchain, you create your wallet. Your wallet is yours. It's encrypted. Only you have access to your wallet. Then you go to a marketplace. So you have different marketplaces. I'm going to show you in a bit. You have different marketplaces, and in every marketplace, you have different type of artists, of course, but you can go to one of the marketplaces. You can upload your work. So let's say you take a photo, you create a painting, you scan it, or you find a way to make a good high quality photo of the work. And then, or you go find a professional who makes a real photo of your work, right? And then you make your work become a non-fungible token. It becomes a digital work. And now once you have this, from out there in Congo, everybody know you already, or everybody know your work, or maybe they don't know yet your work. Let's say you sell them for the same 10 that you sell them in the streets in Congo. You don't need to leave your house, and it's available to all the buyers who are inside of the marketplace around the world, and they can buy it with cryptocurrencies. And you want to sell your work for 10, it's going to be 0.00 something Ethereum, and then they will do the exchange and they buy your work. And some places you can buy in dollars, some places you can buy in crypto, doesn't matter. But now, let's say that a lot of people love your work and they are ready to buy it for 1,000. What is interesting about the smart contract, once your work becomes a token, an NFT, is that you can specify inside of the work itself that when somebody resells it on the secondary market, you still get 10% of the sale. So to give you an example, I'm Congo, I do an art, I put it on the platform. It's available for sale, and you can create a number of copies. That's the beauty of it. You can either say it's a unique work, or you can say there's 10 of them. So when you say there's 10 of them, you create 10 different contracts, and you can sell all 10 of them, and the value is decided by the number of people who want to buy. And because it's the internet, instead of having 1 or 2 people, sometimes you have 1 million people who want to buy the same art piece, and you say, yeah, there's only 10 of them. And let's say you sell the first one and you still keep 9 of them, and the first one sells for 10, like the price that you chose, but then the person who bought it for 10 resells it for 5,000. Well, you get 500 from the 5,000. And let's say the person who bought it for 5,000 also has a digital gallery and sells it for 10,000, you will get 1,000. So you will get 500, you will get 10, then 500, then 1,000. Let's say in 5 years, somebody really wants your work and they buy it for 500,000 because now you are the great Mukongo. Somebody buy the work for 500,000. The blockchain automatically, without nobody doing nothing, will take 50,000 in the 500,000 and will bring it back to your wallet, because it's an NFT and everything is encrypted inside of the work itself, inside of the smart contract, not the work. The work is just an image that people can download, but the property of the work belongs to the people, and the list of everybody who bought and sold the work is inside of the contract. And just like as if I send you a Bitcoin, I'm not sending you something. I'm just sending you a value, and I'm telling you, hey, here's a Bitcoin. I tell my phone or my computer, hey, send 1 Bitcoin to that person. The crypto world will say, okay, the Bitcoin that belonged to Kaysha now belongs to Joel, and that's it. And then the blockchain will write the information everywhere in all the different computers that have blocks to make sure that, okay, this transaction has been accepted. Okay, now the 1 Bitcoin that used to belong to Kaysha now belongs to Joel. And this is the same thing in the NFT world as art. So now he's my man in his village in Lubumbashi, Congo, near the river. He's here eating his fish, and he received a notification on his phone that his work has been sold for $10. And he's like, whoa, amazing, I made $10. Crazy. 2-3 days later, he received another notification that the same work has been sold for 5,000. And he's like, whoa. And he received 500 now. And he's like, oh, And in a few months, he received 50,000 because the work now is worth 500,000. And if instead of creating, so we call it minting, when you are turning a digital piece of art, or it can be music, into a token, you mint it. And you can mint one, or you can mint 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 100 if you want, depending on what you are creating. So let's say I want to make a focus. Hello. There you go. When we were young, we used to have a thing that we used to have to make collections called Panini. And it was a thing, you had like football players and you had to collect the different cards. And this, for example, I can create, for example, Shada gang cards where I have the photo of each one of you, or I do a drawing of each one of you. And then I create, for example, 10 tokens of Joel, 10 tokens of Louis, 10 tokens of Future Sound, 10 tokens of Malcolm Beats, and these ones are the only one that exist. And now people can buy, for example, for €1, people can buy the card with Joel, and maybe the card for Kaysha because he's the shada boss, the king, is $10, and the Louis Vautier is $5, and the Mountain of Inspiration is $3, and the supply is only 10 of each. And the Kaysha card, there's only 5. You can create that when you mint. You said, okay, I'm going to create the Kaysha card. So it's just a card, a graphic that you do. And then you say, okay, this one, the Kaysha one, I will create 5 of them. And then you list them. So you put them for sale on your gallery, your art gallery, for $5. And then you put everyone else, you put 10 of them and you sell them for 1. And now you look at the marketplace happens. Let's say, hey, listen, I want to have the Kaysha card, I want to have the Louis card, I want to have the Mountain of Inspiration card, I want to have all these cards, and okay, I'll pay $15 for everything. Now I own every personage, every character of the collection. And now you have somebody else who just has the Kaysha, and let's say all the Kaysha cards are now sold, so they don't, I mean, they still exist, but Kaysha doesn't own any anymore, and now they are in the marketplace. So everybody bought the Kaysha card for $5, and I made $25, right? Now, in the place of exchange, there's one guy who has all the cards. He arrived late to the game, and he bought all the cards, but he doesn't have the Kaysha card. It's like, fuck. So let's say that Tatiana bought the Kaysha card. Tatiana comes and makes an offer. Hey, I will buy you your Kaysha card for $50. And you're like, oh, word? Okay, I'll sell it. Me, the creator of the cards, I will make 5 from the transaction, and the person who sold will make 45. And now Tatiana owns the Kaysha card, and now she has a collection. So you can create all this. You can create paintings. And what is happening right now is that if you are an African artist in Africa, or an Indian artist, or anybody, or even me, you can just go inside of these marketplaces and sell something. If you are a musician, you can create an art piece. You can put a song that is not available on Spotify and all these places, and you can say, okay, this song will only be available in 100 copies. It's a Kaysha song. Once all the copies are sold, those who buy them, you can keep them visible or you can make them private. It's not my problem. And there's a group last week, they put their album. So let's start talking about the business. Music sold. So there's a group called Freelo, and they just sold. They did an album as an NFT. Oh, wait. Let Let me go to Music Business Worldwide. Let's see if I found an article about that. I mean, I know about it, but I just want to not say wrong numbers. Okay, it's not finding it. Wait, so Freelau, NFT sale. Okay. So this guy, 30-year-old, right? He has his group called Freelau, and he sold. He did an album, and he did the album only on NFT. And he did, how many copies did he did? I think he did 100 copies. I'm not sure how many copies, but it's not important. So he did an album called Ultraviolet, and it's an album of just. And what he said, okay, this is my album. I'm putting it out, and only the ones who buy it can have it and can become the owners of this NFT album. And so there was a whole album, and he didn't put it on sale for a price. He minted 100 copies or 200 copies. I don't know how many copies, and he put them all on auction. So he said, for example, between midnight today and midnight tomorrow, you guys fight for the price and of each 100 copies. And he ended up making $11 million because the price kept going up and up and up and up. And everybody bought their copies, and then so he made 11 million. But then everybody who paid for copies, I don't know, they paid $2,000, $3,000, who knows how much for their copies. Then everybody who wanted a copy, they were like, hey, I'll buy you your copy. Because you don't buy the music, you buy the property, you buy the fact that you own the piece of art. And then all the copies start going to from whoever bought the copy 2,000 sold it for 6,000. So then you end up making another 1, 2, 3 million from the resales. And every time somebody sells, you keep making money from all your copies of the art that exists. So this whole thing is crazy. Yeah, you can decide on a commission percentage depending on the site. I think you can put from 2 to 5 to 10. I think 10 is the max, but it depends. On the site that I use, it's 10. Yes, encrypted automatic royalties. Imagine that. So, 200 copies for 1 million, 11 million. Now, let me show you some sites, and let me show you some real life examples. So there's a site called NFTs. Nifty Getaway, sorry. So they say NFTs for NFT Nifty. Look at that. Their latest, so I was watching this live happen yesterday. So it's inside of Nifty Getaway. Steve Aoki did an open edition, and you had like a few hours or 1 hour to do auctions to buy. So this is the artwork. So look, he minted 618 copies. So there's 600 different copies of this artwork, right? And the cost for one is $2,500, right? So let's do a quick calculation. 2005 multiplied by 618 makes $1.5 million. as you can see, collection closed, everything has been sold. I'm going to show you the art itself. This is the art. It's yep. It comes with music. So I'm not going to play the music because of copyright, but it comes with music from Steve Aoki. It's a song that is 36 minutes with this persona, that is this character that he did with a 3D designer. And so every 618 copies have been purchased at $2,500. Now, if you look at the marketplace, these are all the copies. And this is the price now. Somebody is selling his for 5,000. Somebody is selling his for 18,000. Somebody is selling for 3,000, 6,000, etc., etc. Somebody is reselling for 8,000, 15,000. This person is saying, I'm not selling. I'm keeping it forever. And then you can see all the different ones that you can rebuy, so that you can resell if you want, if you believe, and you can create your gallery and you can put this artwork. And so you see, it's the same artwork, but it's all the different contracts that exist. Now, this is the second one called Run. He did almost 10,000 of them. Oh no, there's one edition. No, wait, I know. Here they are. Look at this. Look at the prices. In the original was, so this is the song, this is the NFT, and this is this. It's just this thing is with some music, right? So he worked with a 3D artist, and the original price was 5,000, and he sold, I think, 10,000 of them. I don't remember. And this is the who bought it, who sold it. So now, if you look, there's somebody who's selling this for $348,000. Look at this. It's owned by this guy, and he's selling it for $348,000. And that's him. So he just bought it, and this is the price he's selling it. The great thing about the NFTs, and let's try to see something that has been already sold and rebought. Let me see, because it's been a few hours, it's been a few days, so it's new. But maybe we can find some that already bought and sold again. Let's see this one, for example. Yeah, no, all of them. So I'm going to do something different. So what is interesting about this sale is that so you had these two artworks, and then you had so let me show you inside of the marketplace the different things that you can buy. So for example, there's this guy called there's a guy who created this artwork called Genesis, and he created 1,400 of them. So it's an animation, and you can see all the different ones that are on sale, right? And so, and you can see. So let's go. Let me see Genesis and who created it. That's what I'm interested in. Okay, Genesis. Let me go to this one. So that's the artwork. So it's an animated work, but you can also have static works, right? And you can see who owns it. You see, this is the last owner. It's here. It's in the blockchain. And you see that person, you can see everything he owns. So you see, he bought 3 of them. And so for example, Bitcoin Angel, he bought that, and the price for this one was $70,000. He bought that. That was the original price. The original price was 700, and then the price right now, okay. The original price was 700, and most people sell them for 1,004. And the latest one was sold for 2,000. And you can see, even if you own one, even if you bought it for whatever price, you can see how much people are buying them. And then you can make an offer. And you can see, for example, who created that art. So you can see who owns it. And you see it has a contract address. This is on the blockchain, the token ID and the contract address. So so you own it, and nobody can come and steal it from you. Even if I can download the image. I can just do this, save as. I can download it, but it's not mine. Now, you can make an offer, you can just put your credit card and boom, you can buy it. And the person can sell it to you, and then you can sell to somebody else, or you can just have your gallery. So and you see the creator, you see, this is the owner of this version, and this is the creator, Trevor Art Jones. That's the owner. And you can see his different work. And you see he has paintings, he has different pieces of art that he has. And so let's go to this, for example, Picasso Bull. And sometimes he does something. Look, he does something for 7 minutes. You have 7 minutes to buy. And sometimes, if you are popular, everybody will buy in 5 minutes. And some people make 1, 2, 3 million in 5 minutes. People who are known, of course, artists that people are waiting. So he did this called the Bitcoin Angel, and he did 4,000 of them for 700 of a price, and everything was sold. Collection closed. So you see, and then you can see how many were sold. So he sold 4,000. So 4,157 by 777. That's 3,200,000 that he made in 7 minutes. I am serious. This shit is crazy. I'm telling you. Yeah. Thank you, Mike. Thank you, Mike. Our stream boss is back. You come in here to solidify your position, huh? Now you are at 80 euros. Hey. So now imagine that this guy is our Mukongo guy in Congo. He can create his website. From there, he doesn't need to create his website. He can just upload his work in a place like this. And then whenever he does some new work, people will come and love it. So now you have, okay, so this side is different because it's more marketplace for, they don't accept everybody. This one, they choose who they want to work with. But and most of the things they sell is, it's like it costs some money. So look at this, for example. You see, change yourself. Apparently there's only 10. There's 10 versions of it. And the original price, this guy is selling it for $20,000. And it's been created by this guy called Killer Acid, who probably is a guy who used to do, how you call this? He's probably a guy who used to do graffiti and some nice work. And so look at his collection, for example. And you have a collection, mostly. He makes less stuff. And you see, 85 edition for 1,500. So here's one, for example. And everything has been sold. So he did 85 editions. So those are more normal numbers, but look, 1,005 multiplied by 85, boom, 127. That shit is crazy. We are coming to this. I'm coming. On my way. So the place that I chose is called OpenSea. This is a place where anybody can go. So Nifty, I wanna put some work there, but for now I'm not there yet. But the largest marketplace where everybody can create their own account is called OpenSea. And OpenSea is if our artist in Congo should go to this one. It's called OpenSea.io. So let me put the link. Wait, let me create a referral link. What the hell? How do I create a referral link? That's not here. My profile. Well, anyway, let me just put the normal one. I'll just create a referral link after. So on OpenSea, I'll give you the link so you have it. You have to. That's crazy. So on OpenSea, it's really more for everybody, and you can find everything. You can find quality stuff, and yeah, you find all kind of stuff. But what is great about OpenSea is that, for example, look at this. There's somebody who just created the Satoshi collection, for example. I just saw that today. And the Satoshi collection is 15 items, and it's so the creator of Bitcoin, Satoshi. So he did different version of it, of him, right? And look at the price. He's selling this one for 158 Ethereums. So 150 ETH, that's $269,000. And now you can see here the different offers of the people. And you have 1 week to decide if you want to buy. So let's say, for example, you have 2 hours left to buy this one. He sell it for $4,000. That's two ETH. In an hour and 40, this sale will end. And these are the different people who are doing offers. So that's the auction that is going on. And the biggest one is this guy, Cake Day. And he has 7 days. The price might go up or not. And you can see here on the work if it's unique or if there are different version of it. So in his collection, I think there's only one version of each. Not sure, let me see. Yeah, I think he only did one version of each, and you can buy them you can do an offer. You see what I mean? Yeah. So you see, for example, this one, and somebody bought it already, you see? And then you can see, so this guy called Speedy JJ is the one selling it. So you can see here the collection of everything that this guy bought. So there's all type of things. Look at this. Like, there's some people buy it. That's beautiful. Listen, this is so exciting because as long as you have people who want to buy your work. So look, this guy bought that. And you can see, for example, if you look at this one, Radioactive, done by Ricordi, and he owns it. His name is Speedy JJ. And now you can see the different people who can buy and sell. That's the beauty of it. So if I look, for example, let's look at the activity in the website, and I'm going to show you all the sales that are happening in real time. Oops. I'm going to show you all the sales that are happening in real time in the website. So for example, a minute ago, somebody sold this. You remember when I was talking to you about the trading cards? Look at this. somebody bought for $37 a Bryce Harper. I guess he's a baseball player. And you see, here's the creator, and this is who bought it. And this person apparently is collecting these. You see, he's collecting all these things. So anybody can decide, for example, let me do all the African presidents, for example. And you don't even have to draw yourself. You call somebody in Congo, you say, listen, I need a drawing of every African president existing. And then you do a little presentation of this, like, so you can go here, for example. If I go to collectibles, for example, let's say you create a design, for example, for example, I saw that one. It's called the Y Fusion, and it's just some manga sexy girls, and that's just a collection. You can buy the ones you like, and for example, this one is 0.2 ETH, so that's 352. This one, for example, because she's more sexy, this one is worth $800,000. And who owns it is this guy, F51D0. Did he buy it? You can see the trading history. Look, you can see the history of the work from the beginning of its existence. And look, it was created 2 days ago by this person. So this person, let's look at his account. So it's this guy, right? And this guy created it, and then there was a bidding for, so he was listed at 0.9 Ethereum. So 0.9 is 1,600 euros. Oh yeah, dollars. Then somebody said 1.1, then 1.1, then 1.1.5, then 1.2, then 1.2, then 1.4, etc. People were bidding for the price. Then 1.2, 1.3, etc. Kept bidding. 7, 8, 10, 12, 15, 20. So 20 is $30,000, and it continues going up, and then it was transferred to somebody bought it for 21 each. So 21 is 21 by 1,800. That's $37,000. So somebody bought it for 21, and this is this guy. You can see who bought it for 21. So this guy. Let me see. Okay. And look what they buy. Like, so he's a guy. Look, he's collecting those girls. I don't know who are those guys with all this money in crypto, but there's a lot of rich people out there in the world. So look, he has this one, this one, this one, this one, and that one, right? And then, so he bought it, and now somebody offered to buy it. He refused, and now he said, okay, I will sell it for 500. That's right now. He decided he bought it for 21, and he will only sell if somebody buys it for 522. So I can go and buy it and make an offer. You see? I can buy, or I can make an offer. I say, no, I don't have that money. I will offer you in US dollar. I will offer you, for example, $80,000, for example. You see? Well, I don't have that money in my account, but I have to put some USD coins. So it's a coin that is the same price as the dollar. I have to, put a credit card, upload, and boom, you can buy. But it's amazing what is going on right now. And you can see, for example, from Y Fusion, this is the site that sells all these things. Listen, this is giving me some crazy ideas, because this I can do. Some, like, my sisters can draw this. And I tell them, hey, draw me a collection of sexy girls like this, and boom. So look, the activity, you can see the whole activity and the different prices. Look, in 3 days, okay? In 3 days, they sold for 1.968 ETH. So this is equivalent to 1.9 1009.68 multiplied by 1008. That's $3,542 of trading volume in 90 days for just people who are, look, I'm just gonna put sales, and look, these are all the people who are, they're selling, they're buying. Like 0.15 is not that much, but look, 3 minutes ago somebody bought it, 4 minutes ago somebody bought, 6 minutes ago somebody bought, and people are just buying. People are just collecting these manga girls. Here's another one. They sold for 0.24. So 0.24, that's 432. So it sold for $400. Just this picture. And it's a unique one, right? Listen, the possibilities as an artist are endless. And of course, there's a lot of things from different quality, and some people, I mean, there's a lot of things that I would never buy. But yeah, if you have people who are willing to buy your stuff, what can I tell you? So let's go to see, for example, in the art part. I'm gonna show you in the art. So for example, what would I buy here? There's not a lot of things that I'm really interested in here, but you can see, see top collection, the loft. Okay, I don't really realize, like, some people are, because everybody's going crazy about it. The volume of the month of February was $90 million of NFTs sold and bought and exchanged. So you can see the different things, and you can see if there's something that you are interested in. So for example, a picture of Jeff Bezos. I don't know, like, for example, there's nothing that really talked to me here for real. Like, I'm not. I don't see nothing that I would buy unless I want to start, doing a little collection of these manga girls or whatever. Nah. You have to find some. So there's so many people uploading right now in those sites that, okay, this looks nice. This looks nice. I know. Okay. By a guy called, I know, that's the owner. I want to know who created it. Created by, okay, Tankus. Let me see what he does. That's nice. Ooh, this is nice. See, I want to own this art. I can just go and buy it for one ETH. So that's $1,786. And if I want to buy it, so, and yeah, listen, this is revolutionary, because anybody anywhere that has some skills can create. So let's say I've shown you art, right? Art, 3D, music, etc. Look, these people just decided to do a collection of cats, and it's just cats, and you can do a collection, you can collect them. So you see, there's already 200 people who bought them, and there's 3,000 of them. And yeah, somebody just did a bunch of different cats in different places, and you can decide which one you want to collect. And then anybody can see who bought them, etc., etc. And you can see here the activity, and you can see the sales, and you can see who bought it from where. And yeah, then you have to create an excitation, of course, on your work for the people to be about it. But so I think here, there's not a lot of people who put music yet. Let me see if there's music. Oh, these are the people who are selling. Oh, okay. Legends of music. Okay, look. This person, for example, I think he's selling music. Oh, it's not? Pakistan details. Oh, yeah. Look. And you can buy the song. I don't think he sold it. Oh, no, he sold it. Owned it by. So, look. That's the name of his thing. What is it? It says Split. So this is a musician, I guess, and he creates music. And let me see the activity. If he's been selling anything. Sells. Boom. Look at him. He's selling music. $1. One eats. That's 900. No, that's 100 and something. 300. And yeah, people are selling, buying. So let's say somebody bought Tetra. And he sells it for 0.09. So you can see, he created it. He listed it for, and somebody bought it. Somebody called Crypto Frog bought it for 0.1. So 0.1, that's 0.1 equals 180. Okay, it's simple. If you sell one song on iTunes, you make 70 cents. iTunes takes 30 cents and sends your distributor 70 cents. Your distribution will probably take another 30% and you get 50 cents. And here you can sell your one song for 180. Fuck me. That shit is crazy. And so the guy who bought it, he's called Crypto Frog. Let's see what he owns. And you can go to anybody's account and see what they own. Look, this guy is like, he's buying just stuff. And because this is the beginning, a lot of people are just buying stuff because in the future, you don't know what will be worth what. And because it's inside of your wallet, it's not inside of the site. You can transfer it anywhere. You can even put it in a USB key. As long as you have the wallet, you can transfer it just like Bitcoins. And you can send it to somebody. You can, let's say, you can offer it to anybody. Let's say, for example, this is cool. This is cool. So you have OpenSea. You also have Rarible. Me, I use OpenSea, but you have another one that I probably will try. It's called Rarible, and it's more or less the same thing. You can buy and sell. So you see, there's a lot of people are uploading everything, and hey, if he works, he works. So I don't know if you know a guy called Logan Paul, and Logan Paul is a famous YouTuber, and he did a collection. Is it here? Where? Oh, look! Oh, I like this. This is nice. This is nice. How much? $1,700 for this. And yeah, you can just buy it and it's yours. And then you can resell, or you can keep, you can make a collection. Like if you bought stuff and you put in your own art gallery, it's the same thing. And so Logan Paul, let me see, where did he sell? Logan Paul NFT. He sold them for 5 million. This is what he sold. He decided to do just like a Pokemon card with his face. Somebody draw him just like this, and he sold. Where did he sell? Let me see. NFT virtual. Monthly. Let me find where did he sell. So he made 3,000 of them, and he sold 1,772 NFTs at 2,000 per NFT. He made 3.5 millions in a few minutes. That's crazy. Let me see. Where did he sell? That's what I'm trying. I want to know where did he sell? What did he use? I don't find where did he sell? Logan Paul. Is it here? Bondly. Okay. Logan Paul break sales. Second. Oh, okay. You see? No, that's not here. Wait. Sorry, I'm trying to find where he sold those so we can go to the marketplace and see how much they are worth now. So Bondly Finance. And you know who's doing now? Somebody sold so Tory Lanez, the famous Tory Lanez went to he took from his new album, he took some unreleased songs, free unreleased songs, and he sold them as NFTs, and he made millions. Let me see, let me find. So collective game card. Where are these things? Well, staking partners. Partners, let me see. Where is it? I know okay, wait. Bondly, Tory Lanez. All hip hop, NFT, Bondly. Let me see. Bondly, Rolling Stones. Tory Lanez with the full details. He sold in 90 seconds. He sold everything in 90 seconds. Can you imagine? Okay, wait. Let me see if I can find it. Tory Lanez. Medium. Free and re songs. Yeah, those are the songs. But I want to find them. So he sold. So each song was multiplied by 150 NFTs, and every song was 5 ETH. So 5 ETH is more or less $8,000, and he sold everything in 90 seconds. Where's the link? I just want the link, guys. Okay, one swap marketplace. Let's see. Yeah, everything has been sold already. Well, I don't know where they are. I don't know where you find them, but anyway. Anyway, this shit is crazy. And so wait, let me look at your questions first. Let me go. King Kaysha, you and I can draw. Let's put our minds together. You just wait. 1 second. Man, I have to stop making music and start drawing some sexy cartoons to make cash. I'm telling you. Thanks to Ser Smart. Mesmo. This shit is crazy, guys. When and how can you cash out? So you create a wallet. You just create your own wallet. So this is my wallet. So you go to metamask.io and you create a wallet. with this wallet, that's where you can upload your money, and you can also send your money back to your bank account, and you can cash out whenever you want, because the money, for example, this is my wallet. You can see it here, and my wallet has $2 inside, because I did some purchase, and yeah, you can see everything I did with my wallet, everything I bought, etc. And if I want to send all my money, I can send it to another address. I can send it to Coinbase, or I can send it back to a place that is connected to my bank account. Simple as that. And I can upload money, you buy, and you can deposit money, or you can send your money back to somewhere else, or you can keep it in your wallet and buy stuff with it. So, and then you can send to Coinbase, you can send to any place that then you can turn it into a PayPal or turn it into something else. Yes, Mike, this shit is crazy. You and I will read talk. We have stuff to do. Thanks a lot. So let me show you something. Like my cousin, Mountain of Inspiration, said, we can draw. So after discovering all this, the first thing I did, I went and I bought an Apple Pencil to work with my iPad. And I took an app called Procreate and I started creating. So this is what I'm doing right now. I didn't plug my iPad to my computer, so I cannot. But this is what I'm doing right now. I'm doing a collection of futuristic men and women from Africa. So here's I did this is a Bantu mask. Let me show you. This is the latest one that I did. Oops. Oh. Sorry. So this is the latest one that I did. Sorry, with the light it is. What else did I do? I did another one that is a tribute to MF Doom, but as if he was a Bantu warrior. I did this one as well. And then I did albino. So I'm doing like cyberpunk Africans. It's like a mix of cyberpunk Africa, Bantu tribes. And this is Satoshi, the creator of Bitcoin. I did one also. And my plan is to do before May, I want to do 50 different personas. And of course, I'm going to show you how you sell them. Because I'm K. I see new things, I jump in. So I'm going to show you how you sell them. So for example, thank you, brothers. So for example, first I'm going to show you what I did when I got to OpenSea. The first thing I did when I got to OpenSea, so I created my account, of course. So to create your account, you have to have a MetaMask, and then your address here, the address of your wallet becomes the address of your account. So I created my account, and then I went to buy some stuff. So I bought this. I bought this work. I bought it for, so you see, it's an artist from Brazil called Fiedler, that's his name, and he did 100 of them, and I own one, and there's 4 other people who owns them. And if you look at the trading history, he was selling it for, when did I buy it? I bought it for 0.01. So 0.01, that's multiplied by 1,008, that's $18. So I bought it for $18, but it's already worth now 125. So I can buy others because there's only 4 people who bought them. There's still 100 of them. So if I want, I can buy more. I can buy the rest of them and then sell them myself. But I just need one because I was just looking here and there, and nice. But this is the thing where you could do a collection of rappers. Can you imagine? Now, if I decide the one I have, right? I can decide I want to sell it. I just do here, sell. And I will just have to set how much I want to sell it. So I bought it for 0.1. Let's say I want to buy it. Let's say I want to sell it for 2,000 euros, for example. So that's one Ethereum. And you see here, it tells you OpenSea will take 2%, and the creator will take 10%. So if I sell it for 2,000, there's 200 that will go to him, plus another 20 that will go to the platform. That's amazing. The system is amazing because you keep making money as long as your work is going here and there and it stays. There's a traceability. That's beautiful. So you can just say I want to sell it, and let's say you want to create your own. What you do, so this is my profile. So you can all go follow me, of course. Let me share my account for those. So as you can see, I started my collection. So of course I brought in my bro Bodhisattva. So Bodhisattva brother who died 20 years ago, he had some creations that he did, and Bodhisattva decided to upload them and to put them on sale, and he did 30 versions, 30 tokens, I guess, of this art, and he gave me one. And in exchange, I also gave him this. I just gave him, I said, hey bro, listen, you can sell it. I'm selling it for what is the price I'm selling it? I'm selling it for 90, almost 100 euros. That's my first ever work. It's called Digital Bantu Harris. And so this is the basis for the rest of the ones that it. So for now, my store, my gallery is brand new. It's been like 2 days. That's what I did that's all I did this week. So as you can see, there's 2 owners. One is me and one is Bodhisattva, because I gave him one. And if he wants, so if I go to Bodhi's profile, you see, he has all the work, declination of the work of his brother, and you can see how many he made and how many he sells them. So he sells them for 100 and he made 20. So if somebody discover and like the art, for example, somebody like this art, he sell for 500. So it's art made by his brother, Boris. And if I want, I can buy it, and then it is now, I own it. It's in my gallery. I can own it, keep it, or sell it. And so if you want to create one, you just go to your collections. So my collection is called Digital Africans. You can create collections depending on. So I'm planning to do those cards, the things you can collect, like those girls. I want to do something like this, and I want to have like maybe monsters like Pokemon, stuff like that. I want to do maybe unique pieces and maybe do like 100 of them. And I'm going to keep this idea until I do it. And so this is my collection, Digital Africans. And you can see I already have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, plus the one I'm doing right now. Oh, let me go back to. Plus, is it live? Yeah. Plus the one I'm doing right now is going to be 1, 2, 3, 8. It's going to be 8, and I plan to have 50 of them, and then for now I'm selling them for a high price because of the quality, but I will also add some that are cheaper. And when you want to add a new one, so it doesn't cost you to add the every item, but you have to pay to create the first one. So you go to add new item, you upload your file. So let's say, for example, I'm not gonna upload it for real, but let's say, for example, that the work I was showing you, it's here. So wait, you don't see. So this work, so I'm gonna send it to my Dropbox. It's not finished, so I'm not done with it. I have to add all the things. So let's just for the sake of it. So I'm sending it to Dropbox. Save. Okay. So now what I just do now is I go drag and drop. I go to my Dropbox, and it should be here. There it is. And I just do upload. I set a name, how I want to call her, or yeah, this one is a girl, so I call her, I don't know, jungle Bantu warrior, or yeah, warrior, no, jungle Bantu songstress, yeah, for example. Then she's the master of crypto fire, because I tell stories about them, yeah, right? Then I put some properties if I want, skin color, those things, but you don't have to do it. And then you decide if it is how many you put. So you can print one, or you can put whatever, and then you create it. Once it is created, so I'm not gonna create it. Once it is created, so this doesn't cost you nothing to create it. But then, for example, for this one that I'm selling for $100, it's a Kwele warrior. So it's a mask. I took a mask from. It's a mask from Gabon. The Kwele tribe, you can find them in Gabon, in Congo, in Cameroon. It's a Bantu tribe, and they have this mask. And I just painted a mask and then turned it into some digital thing. This is the concept of my Digital Africans. And so I own 15. I just created 15 of them. And for now, I'm just selling one. And so you see, I'm selling it for 0.058, which is $103. But let's say I want to sell another one, because I own 15, right? I want to sell another one. I just do sell. So if it's your first time selling, you will have to pay around $70 to be able to put them on to list them on your gallery, but only for the first time. After that, everything is for free. And then after that the people will pay. The buyer will pay whenever they buy one. They will pay the gas price article. So let's say I want to sell another one. I will sell it for the same price, 0.058, and I just do this, post to listing, and it's listing. And now my wallet is asking me if I want to sign to accept the transaction. And now it has created a digital Quelle Warrior token. So now there's a smart contract with these two. So now I'm selling 2 of them. I still have 13 that I own. I mean, I own all of them since I didn't sell none, but I have 13 that are not for sale, and 2 here that are for sale. So I could put everything for sale now. You just do one by one and you put them all for sale. But I want to see if people would buy them, and maybe they would change price. So let's say they buy the exchange, and let's say it's worth, I don't know, 500 now. When I sell the next one, I will sell it directly at 500 because I can follow the price of the market. So for now, nobody knows about me. Nobody knows about my art. And like, I'm a singer. Nobody knows that listen, before doing those things, even me, I didn't know I could do them. I had this app Procreate forever. I never use it. My daughter used it to paint her things. And I never tried. I started playing with this 3 days ago, and that's what I've been doing. So I'm going from there. And I'm like, this one, I did it this afternoon. I did this I just did it like today at 2 p.m. And this one, I did it. The other one that I show you, I did it 30 minutes before the show will begin. So I'm going crazy with this. Now I'm gonna do some different African master them digital, and this is gonna be my concept. And let's see if it creates some interest. I'm gonna start sending the link to people who are in this space and who buy stuff, and see if they are interested. So you see, I created it 8 hours ago. You see, and then the new one I created it 2 minutes ago, and you can see the history of this. So this is my digital African. The one I'm selling, the one I'm selling for 1,700 is because he's the creator of Bitcoin, and people love him, even if people don't know if he really exists. So I created a version of him as a samurai, an African samurai, and yeah, that's the one. I did this today, and yeah. So for now, there's no sales for now. I'll make sure to let you know, and if one of you want to support, you can buy. You can buy. I mean, the ones that are the cheapest, I sell them for 100. Yeah, 100, and the rest are, it depends how many I did. But the ones that are listed for 30 copies, those ones I sell them for 100. And the one that have less copies, like this one only has 3 copies, I think, or 5 copies. Yeah, there's 5 copies. This one I sell for 1,000. This one, because there's only 15 copies, I sell for 100. Oh, this one, okay. There's another one there. The MF Doom is a tribute to MF Doom. I sell it for almost 1,000. And same thing, there's only 5 copies. So that's a mix of, it's an African warrior with the MF Doom mask. And yeah, this is a Nilotic crypto soldier. I did this one yesterday. So they all have augmented bodies. This one is the albino from the jungle albino. So he replaced one of his eye with a augmented eye. He has a pendant and stuff, like, you know. So this logo, so they are signed with my signature, and this is my digital African logo that I put in every art. What else did I do? This is the Bantu City Bandit. And the last one and the first one I created is the Digital Bantu Harris. That's the really first one I did. It was the first time I touched the painting program, and I just bought the thing. So I did it. Let me show you exactly when I did it. That's the beautiful thing. You can really see it. I created it 2 days ago. You can see it here. Created 2 days ago. I created 30 of them. And sell them for $96. And now I'm waiting for my gallery to be verified, because when they verified your gallery, then this will disappear, this thing here, an approved collection. When they approve the collection, then they will show it to. So for now, it's a collection. Anybody can go to the website, to my profile, and anybody can buy, but they have to verify it, and then it's approved that it's original artwork and I'm a real artist, etc. And so for now, I'm selling on OpenSea, but I'm trying to connect with the guys at the other websites like Rarible and NFTs to see if, you know, my art could interest them. But the good thing with OpenSea, it's open. So I think there's 4 or 5 different sites where you can do. And a great thing with this is that you can even create your gallery and then operate it directly from your website, and they just take care of the rest. Or you can just have your website listing your, you know, showing like the different products, and then you send them here. So that's very, very, very interesting. And so that's my first collection, Digital Africans, and I can't wait to do more. And also, you know, I bought, so on my profile you can see I bought 4 pieces of work from the same artist. I bought this one for $3. I bought this one for $6. It's called Trance. And I'm watching the price go up, and now it's worth. He's been selling, yeah. He's been selling. That's cool. Yeah, now it's worth 12. So I'm keeping them. You know, I'm starting to create my little collection here and there. You know, I bought that as well for almost nothing. I bought this for $10. I know. I bought it less than that. I bought it for less, but it's now worth $10. So it's just, yeah. I like his style. So I'm buying, I'm supporting, and I'm gonna continue. You know. So Buddy offered me this one, and I put it on sale. Did I? Yeah, I put it on sale for $100, and I know that there's 30 of them. So we're just trying to see if we can, you know, we are testing the system, see if somebody sells to me. I want to see if he receives the 10%, all these things. So this phenomenon is amazing. You have different websites that are part of the thing, and people are buying like crazy. People everywhere are jumping in, so it's the moment. Nobody knows if in 1 year nobody will care anymore, or if this is the future of art. I believe that this is the future of art, and this is why, to me, it creates a new a new place of expression. It's a new place where I can, express my other talents, and even as a singer, I can. I was talking with Buddy about ideas of things that we could do. I'm gonna mix my digital warriors, my digital Africans, with exclusive music that will be only released in there. And listen, there's so many things you can do. You can, even if you don't know how to create art, you can commission somebody to create art for you that you will sell. You can, if you have an idea, you can find somebody or maybe you have somebody in your family that is a great artist but that never sells nothing, or you have this uncle who have all these paintings but he never sold anything, but he has such an amazing talent. You go, you scan them, you turn them into digital art. You either you go scan them professionally and then you tokenize them, you turn them into NFTs, and you put them 1 copy, 10 copies, 100 copies. You put them in a site like this, and then if it finds a public, you make money. You can give money to that uncle, whatever, or you can go to Africa, find that guy, and tell him, hey, listen, I'll buy you, I commission, how much you do a painting? Oh, that's $20, boss. Okay, I'll commission 100 paintings. What? Yeah, I'll buy 100. That's crazy. Yep. You buy 100 paintings, you buy them for $2,000, and you tell the guy, hey, listen, here's your $2,000. Just give me your number, and if there's any sale, you hear about me. No, it's okay. No. I want to give back. So either you create a gallery for him, or you just, you commission him to do work for your own gallery. Let's say you have, who knows, maybe you sell each painting, you have 100 of them, you sell each of them for 100. If you sell everything and you make 100,000, next time you see him, you give him $20K. For him who's selling his painting for $20, this is gonna be the best thing ever. And then you can even go and start helping artists in your own country. And maybe you can even tell them, hey, listen, here's how I did the money. I made 100K. I took a 80. I gave you 20 because I commissioned you. But if you have a computer, you can do it yourself. Create your account, create this, go ahead, make your money. That's the shada way. But if you're greedy, you can go and exploit people if you want. All you have to do is pay them to do work for you. Listen, I have 2 sisters. One of my sisters, let me show you. My sister Lori, she's an amazing character designer. See? She does this type of work, and so she knows how to design characters. So she's very manga style, right? All of this artwork that she does, she can put it out there, stuff like that. She can put it out there, and meet them, maybe, I don't know, 1 copy, 2 copies, etc. That's what I'm going to talk to her about. I'm going to tell her, hey, listen, you can create those things and you can live from your passion. That shit is amazing, or you can, if she's not interested in doing it, you can tell her, okay, listen, I'll give you 1,000. I do a business with her. I said, hey, I'm going to give you 1,000. You create 100 little people for me, and then I create I create a collection, and I let people fight for it and make money. And we do a contract. I'll give you 20% of everything I make. Or I just pay you one fee and then good luck for you. I'll make my money. Possibilities are endless and the marketplace is here. And as you can see, let's go to the last figure. So NFT market. Let me see before we end. In 2020, the market is now at $250 million in 2020. And I think in last month, in February, it went from, I think every money that, so that's 2020 alone is 250 million of money that has been exchanged. But in the month of February, there was 90 million. So half of it was done in 1 month. Half of the money that circulated in 2020, that's what circulated in February. It just went, and everybody wants to get in. Everybody wants to sell something. And a lot of people who have a lot of money, they say, oh, I want to buy this art. And the thing is now, you just find a way. You just find a way to have people know where to find you and bah! Could you keep this live on your channel? I need my artist friend to see the whole course. Bro, every club shada is in my channel. Subscribe, bro. If you're not subscribed yet, you can subscribe to the channel. Every episode is there. From episode 1 to episode 94. And every little, I'll cut everything in small parts. But yeah, you can. Soon as the live is over, in 10 minutes, you will be able to see everything again. So don't worry, everything is there. This is the club shada, bro. Everything. Some people just watch the club shada the next day because it's 4 a.m. It's 4 a.m. here in Paris. It's 5 a.m. So most people, they watch it the next day. So yeah. Very cool. I wouldn't have known about this without the club shada. Thank you, sir. My pleasure. You can always support with the super chat whenever you can, or you can buy a t-shirt like this one at shadaware.com, or you can buy one of my works. Thank you so much. Mike, we already talked. You know what to do. Yeah, my sisters are all good. My sisters, my brothers, we all draw. When we were kids, we were all in the table. Everybody was drawing. So I think if my dad was not a politician, he would probably have been an artist as well. Or maybe he's an artist and he just decided to go politics. Maybe it comes from my mom as well. All right, good night, Joel. Well, it's time to sleep for me anyway as well. Thanks a lot, bro. But I gotta go as well. Well, listen. Anyway, so that's all I had to say about the NFTs. I'm learning myself, so maybe I did some mistakes in the explanation. So don't mind me. It was a little clunky to explain. I hope you got the gist of what it is and what it does. And yeah, you know, this show is brought to you by shadaware.com. As always, you can always support this show with your super chats, and you can always play my music on Spotify. And yeah, listen, if you enjoyed this long ass live, no, it was not long, it's the usual thing. I wanted to do an hour and a half because I wanted to watch a movie with my wife, but I guess I'm gonna watch in the morning when we wake up. If you enjoyed this conversation, put some fires in the chat, and I'm gonna leave you with a track called Wild Cowboys by Angel City. And I will see you Sunday for the next Club Shada and the listening party of the EP, the new EP, Lavender Tulips with Malcolm Beats. So make sure you go follow me on OpenSea. Check out my work. Whenever you got your own work ready to go, let me know. I might buy some as well because I want to be an art collectioner, digital art collectioner. So I will see you when I see you, my guys. See you Sunday.
Thank you.